Hello, and welcome to Jumpin' Johnny Gaming. This video is a walkthrough of how to get 3 stars in Spiffinmoore for 2 Point Campus. This is one of 2 campuses that unlock when you 1-star Noblestead, and this is the 5th campus I've completed, and it will mainly deal with 2 magic classes, potions and spells, and new additions to learn in the game. This is the longest 1-star to unlock so far. It's pretty tough for the first 3 academic years, but if you apply all your knowledge so far and always make sure you're in profit, and no matter how overwhelming the first 2 years are, don't give in to spending everything you got to make students happy and employing too many staff. This is the first campus where I had students quit because of lack of facilities, but don't worry about that, just persevere and try to keep on top of students' needs. You have a slightly built campus and 0 money, so you will have to take out a bank loan and then pay it back every month. You only get 100,000, so be very careful on what you are building and staff to employ. Don't do too much, try to keep 50,000 at all times. It takes 2 academic years to pay back the loan. Resist taking out any more loans. To get a loan, go to the options at the bottom left of the screen. It's next to the eye icon. Then build the campus requirements. Also, it is a 1-star requirement, but this is a cold campus, and you have to put heating inside and out. Remember to turn blue spots to yellow or orange. If it turns red, then it's too hot. Always put in heating when expanding your campus for your students' happiness, as there's going to be far too many other problems to deal with. Put in some food and drink vending machines and a few social interaction items.
Students are reminded.
The first task you have to do is build a pastoral support room. This is like a counsellor helping students with problems, and it works exactly like the medical room, where you have to keep an eye on students, and when they have a major crisis, you have to manually send that student to a pastoral support room, and if you don't, they will quit. By year 2 or 3, you will want to build a second pastoral room to keep up with the endless problems.
Janitor needed in dormitory. You students should make a good first impression.
I recently spent a weekend away on Pebbly Island, a beautiful locale. In our proverbial neck of the metaphoric woods, where I stayed in a luxury hotel.
The first star task is to get campus level 15. You want to do this slowly and upgrade your classes using campus coins slowly, so you're not overwhelmed and have enough money for the extra classrooms and the usual dormitories, etc. that you have to build with extra students incoming. You will have to build a medical room to treat injuries, or you will have students quit, and eventually by the 3rd year have a second first aid room to keep up with demand. The heating should be over 85%, and you should always keep on top of this. The loan will be paid back in 2 years, and I will show you an easy way to get the average student grades up. You want to leave this to last and do it at the end of the academic year and just before you start a new year. Also, you will get a tax that's very similar to the night school, so you want to have a janitor with security. And new to this campus is every now and again, the rival ex-student will send a storm that will randomly hit places in your campus that you will need to do repairs. So you will need a janitor with the repair skill as well. Eventually, you want to build a student union and student rooms, extend your campus, have plenty of dormitories, toilets, showers, and food and drink. And when you get a fair bit of profit, start thinking about a training room to start training staff, and remember you can upgrade your lecture rooms from previous research and build a research room so you can research the new upgrades for your new classes. Keep a constant eye on your students to send them either to pastoral support or the medical room, sometimes both, and you want to eventually build 2 private tuition rooms to help failing students. I done all but the B+ average tasks by the end of the 3rd academic year, and what you want to do is before you start a new year is to kick all students that has a B or less, and this will unlock the last task. If you got campus coins, then this would be a perfect time to spend it so you can get more students to make up for the heavy loss. And then an overview of the campus so far. I did nature club in this campus and squeezed as much rooms as I could. I made sure I filled in the attractiveness level using the cheapest items for the students' happiness, and it's a 2-star task as well, and started to make a very good profit and able to relax a bit more and concentrate on upgrading and training the staff.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework.
The 2 stars tasks are resolve 20 pastoral issues. This is easy and some students will go to the pastoral room on their own, but like the 1 star you have to constantly still keep an eye out and to manually do it. You should do this anyway so you don't get any students quit. I still had a couple quit, but it's not an issue. I eventually had 3 medical rooms, 3 pastoral rooms to keep up with demand, and training the staff to be better and upgraded the medical room as well.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. Students should check in.
There is an achievement for training a wizard teacher to level 5. Try to hire a level 4 teacher so it's quicker to do this. Don't forget to train your other teachers. I built another training room, so I always train 1 teacher and 1 assistant or janitor at all times. And the final task is the attractiveness task. Leave this to last so you have your final build for 2 stars, and then go to the options in the bottom left, click on the eye view and attractiveness, and fill all grey squares with cheap attractive items. Use rugs and posters for the campus and rooms, and duck hedges for outside. Don't forget to keep the heating pretty good as you expand, and then an overview of my campus at 2-star unlock.
Yes, Ricky Hawthorne. The time is... You laughed. More timeless radio.
The 3-star unlocks was personally the hardest so far. 3 of the tasks are very easy. Upgrading your campus to level 22. I'm going to show you a slightly more in-depth overview as I had to redesign my campus. You have to get profit 50,000. Again, this is easy. Check your outgoings and incoming, and you might want to fire some staff to get the profit and then rehire. You only have to achieve 1 month of profit, but with a good campus and very good dormitories, you should get enough profit anyway. We will leave the staff happiness as the last task, as that's simply just raising their wages to maximum to make them happy. Now for the hardest task, you have to get 20 A+ students to graduate, and the problem I had with the campus, I had after 2-star, is my overall happiness wasn't that great, and all I was doing was sending students to medical and pastoral, and it wouldn't stop, and after 1 academic year I got no A+ graduates. But I had over 500,000 to spend, so I spent several hours changing my rooms to maximise space, especially dormitories, toilets and showers. And these rooms is what you want to do from here on out to make future campuses easier. I edited every unique room and got their room rating to 6 and above. Student union and rooms were rated 13, and deleted duplicated rooms and copied in the high room ratings to replace them. And eventually, after another academic year, and I spent that just upgrading teachers and upgrading the max upgrades of the lectures and classrooms, my overall student average was A, and they were mostly with only about 6 or 7 students out of over 100 with problems. So happiness does factor in pastoral concerns and possibly medical as well, as I'm going to assume the better the students, the less accidents they tend to get into. I got 2 achievements while in this campus. The first is solving 100 pastoral issues and for 1,000 graduating students. Both are cumulative across all campuses.
No unauthorized panicking. Enjoy your summer. I know I will. Was there anything you wanted to
By year 10, my campus finally got the A+ graduate task done, and the campus now runs to perfection. After you do that, go into the staff icon at the bottom left of the screen and max out every member of staff salary, and you will get the staff happiness straight away. And now for a better look at the campus.
The academic year is now over. The yearly results are in. Wow, didn't we do well? Students should check in before trying to learn.
So bathrooms, I had about 4 of these big ones and a couple of smaller ones. The golden toilets are from when you sign up with 2 Point Campus emails. Put 4 of each type of toilet so you can maximise the room rating. As a rule of thumb, don't put over 3 of the same items in a room, as each time you put an item in a room and then the same item, you get less score to go towards the room rating. Posters, however, you only want to use 1 of the same item at a time. 2 big staff rooms on opposite sides of the campus. I put in another library that was copied from the default library you get at the start, and you will see every room and classroom is filled to the brim with items, and always use an unlock with Kadosh that boosts the rooms like learning. Ignore that dormitory. I got 3 medical facilities at a medium size, 3 pastoral rooms at a medium size, 3 training facilities and 1 upgrade room. I had 3 shower rooms, which was filled with 8 showers. These are good dormitories, a medium size, which when building at the beginning of a campus will please 50 students, so it's cost effective, and every 50 students copy another one. I had 4 of these, more than enough. I did 3 different types of bed 3 times, and 1 love bed for relationships, and the dormitories were high room levels to maximise rent. Here is all the staff I had employed. Needed plenty of teachers, pastoral and medical assistants, decent library staff and janitors. Have 4 or 6 security janitors. At this point there was about 12 to 15 rivals attacking, and about 2 or 3 mechanics to repair the attacks, and a few mechanics for upgrades. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, where there are more strategy game videos. Also, the channel has achievement and trophy guides, secret and tips from the latest releases to classic retro games. Thanks for watching.